Recording in progress.
May I seek your lordship's kind permission for commencement of the proceedings? I request the chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, to welcome.
Companion judges Bengaluru, Harvard and Kalburgi, Sri Public Navadgi, Learned Advocate General, Sri M.B. Nargund, Additional Solicitor General of India, Sri B.R. Chandramoli, Vice Chairman and colleague members of the Karnataka State Bar Council, Sri Shanti Bhushan, Venkatesh Karekal, Sudhir Cheng, Assistant Solicitor General, Sri R. Subramanya, Jahan Chinnappa, Prasanna Deshpande, Srimati Vidyavati Kotu Setter, Arun Cham, and Y.H. Vijay Kumar, Learned Additional Advocate Generals, Sri K. Kiran S. Jowli, and Sri V.S. Hegde, State Public Prosecutors, Sri Vivek Subbareddy, President, Sri T.G. Ravi, Secretary, Sri Harish, Treasurer of Advocate Association, Bengaluru, Learned Senior Counsel, President Women Federation, Learned Registrars and Judicial Officers, family members of the Honorable Justice A.B. Katti, Honorable Mr. Justice G. Basuraj, Honorable Mr. Justice C.M. Doshi, Honorable Mr. Justice U.M. Adiga, and Honorable Justice Shiv Shankar Gowda. Learned members of the legal fraternity, ladies and gentlemen. We have all assembled here today on the happy occasion to welcome Honorable Mr. Justice A.B. Katti, Honorable Mr. Justice G. Basuraj, Honorable Justice C.M. Joshi, Honorable Mr. Justice U.M. Adiga, and Honorable Mr. Justice Shiv Shankar Gowda on their elevation as additional judges of High Court of Karnataka. As the chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council and legal fraternity of the state, I feel it is a great pleasure and proud moment to extend a warm and affectionate welcome to you all. Honorable Mr. Justice Anil Vincent Katti, you were born on 17th April 1962 at Dharwad to Sri Bhimsen Raghavendra Katti and Sri Usha B. Katti. You obtained BCom degree from S. Samiti College, Belgaum, and law degree in the year 1986 from RL Law College, Belgaum. You have enrolled as an advocate on 25th June 1986 and joined the chamber of Sri M.D. Sheikh at Belgaum. Later, you started your independent practice till your appointment as APP July 1994. You served as judiciary as Municipal and JMC, Sirsi, Dandeli, and Bannati, as a civil judge senior division at Bason Bagewadi and Bengaluru. You were promoted as district judge and worked at Bengaluru and Bijapur, worked as principal judge, family court, until your elevation. You were working as a principal city civil and session judge, Bengaluru. You are happily married to Srimati Anjali, and your elder son, Sri Akshay Kanil Katti, is practicing advocate at Dharwad High Court, and younger son, Karthik Kanil Katti, is working in a software company at Bengaluru. Honorable Mr. Justice G. Basuraj, you were born on 3rd May 1965 in Metakurki village, Hiriyur Taluka. Late Srimati R. Kayatamma and late Sri Guruchidaya were your proud parents. You obtained BA degree from Vani Village First Grade College, Hiriyuru, LLB degree from Saraswati Law College, Chitradurga. You obtained a Master in Law degree from Coimbatore University, Shimoga. You have enrolled as an advocate on 5th October 1988 and joined the chamber of Sri Abdul Rahman at Chitradurga. You started your career as judicial officer in the year 1993. You served as JMC at Mysore, Yellapur, and Chennagiri. You were promoted as senior civil judge and CJM and served in the Bagal Court, Bengaluru, and Ranebennur. You served as additional district and session judge Belagavi, Hunsur, Mysore, and Chamarajanagar. Special district and session judge CBI Court at Parappana Agrahara, Bengaluru. You served as the concurrent charge of land acquisition cases and special magistrate of bomb blast, Dandupalya, SC/ST atrocities cases at Bengaluru. You served as a member secretary, Karnataka State Legal Service Authority at Bengaluru. You were served as principal judge, Family Court, Bengaluru, till your elevation as judge of this High Court. You are happily married to Srimati K.R. Rupa, who is working as High Court government pleader, and blessed with one son, Sri Jaideep Patel, who is pursuing 3rd year MBBS course, and daughter Ms. D.P. Pranati Patel, pursuing her final year LLB. Honorable Mr. Justice C.M. Joshi, you were born on 24 January 1964. Your mother, Srimati Jahnavi, and late Mrityunjaya Joshi are your proud parents. You are obtained a BC degree from PC Jabin Science College, Hon'ble, LLB degree from Sakri Law College, Hon'ble. You obtained a LLM degree from Coimbatore University in the year 2012. You enrolled as an advocate on 6th April 1988. Soon after your enrollment, you joined the chamber of your father, late MP Joshi, till 1995. You joined the judicial service as civil judge in the year 1995 and served as a judiciary in various capacities in many parts of the state. You were Central Project Coordinator at High Court of Karnataka and also served as the Registrar of Computers, High Court of Karnataka in the year 2018 and 19. You were visiting faculty for National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, and worked as a member of Committee for Judicial Process Re-engineering of High Court of Karnataka. Yours is happy family with wife Srimati Sailada, who is an engineer by profession. Your daughter is pursuing her MS in medical biology at Netherlands, and second daughter is studying in second PUC. Honorable Mr. Justice U.M. Adiga, you were born on 9th January 1964 at Gadag, late Srimati Girjamma Adiga and late H. Manjunath Adiga. You had your education in Gadag. You enrolled as an advocate 27th June 1989 and joined the chamber of Sri D.B. Godkindi, senior advocate at Gadag. You joined the judicial service as an assistant public prosecutor in the year 1994. Later, you served as civil judge, senior civil judge, district judge, principal district judge at different places in the state. Presently, you were working at Industrial Tribunal. You are married to Srimati Suprabha, who is microbiologist and serving in MNC at Mumbai. Your daughter Kumari Nidhi is studying in first year PUC. Honorable Mr. Justice Shivshankar Gowda, TG. You were born on 1st February 1963 at Talkadu in a agriculturist family. Srimati Bhagiratnamma and late Giri Gowda are your proud parents and obtained law degree at Sharada Vilas Law College, Mysuru, and obtained a MSc degree in mathematics at Manasa Gangotri, Mysore University, Mysore. You enrolled as an advocate on 31st August 1988 and joined the chamber of Sri M. Puttegowda at Srirangapatana till you were appointed as a civil judge in the year 1995. You served as a civil judge, senior civil judge, district judge, first additional district judge, and district and session judge, principal district and session judge at various places in the state. You were responsible for implementation of e-court project of Honorable Supreme Court of India at High Court of Karnataka in the year 2014. As you were appointed as the Central Project Coordinator for Computers. You served as the Registrar of Computers till you were appointed as the In-charge Registrar General of High Court of Karnataka. And later you were Registrar General till your elevation as additional judge of this High Court. It is my distinguished privilege that as President of Bar Association Gulbarga, I had welcomed you as a judicial officer. And now I feel it is very most happiest moment to welcome as you as an additional judge of this High Court of Karnataka, High Court as chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council. You are married to Srimati M.S. Vedavati, who is an advocate and mediator. Your first daughter, Dr. Sahana S. Shankar, is pursuing her final year MS, and your second daughter is pursuing her final year BA MS at SDM Ayurvedic Medical College. Recognizing your hard work, academic knowledge, and efficiency in the profession, you all are elevated as additional judge of this Honorable High Court. Your wide experience as a judicial officer will definitely be an asset to High Court of Karnataka. The Bar Council and the entire legal fraternity of the state looking forward for your dynamism in delivering speedy justice as most of us are expecting lot from you all. As all of you are originators from judicial fraternity, having rich experience, high standard of ethics and morality, which will be helping in setting up of the new standard to reach a surpass a great standard of an able judge. On behalf of the Karnataka State Bar Council and legal fraternity, I assure all of you full cooperation and coordination in your endeavor for speedy delivery of justice as a champion of law and equity. It is said that a good judge, one who is humble, patient-sharing, fair-minded, and free from bias and prejudice. I say with confidence that all of you have all these qualities in a good measure and to the level of satisfaction. Your sincerity, balanced views, soft-spoken in nature, but firm decision, these abilities resulted to all of you being elevated as the additional judge of this Honorable High Court. We, the members of legal fraternity, assure our wholehearted cooperation in discharging your duties. With good understanding and cooperation by the bar and bench can serve the cause of action, cause of justice in a very effective manner. As the chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council, with my colleague members and legal fraternity, I once again extend a very warm welcome and wishing all of you a great career. Jai Hind, Jai Hind.
My Lord, Honorable Justice Alok Arade, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Karnataka, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Karnataka at Principal Bench, and Honorable Judges sitting at Dharwad and Kalburgi benches, Sri Muttakpalli Kashinath, Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, Chandramouli B.R., Vice Chairman, and other bar members of Karnataka State Council, Prabhu K. Navadgi, Advocate General, High Court of Karnataka, M.B. Naragund, Additional Solicitor General, High Court of Karnataka, Sri H. Shanti Bhushan, Assistant Solicitor General of India, Learned Additional Advocates Generals, Sri Kiran S. Jowli, State Public Prosecutor, Learned Central Government Advocates, Sri Vivek Subbareddy, President, Sri T.G. Ravi, General Secretary, Sri Harisha M.T., Treasurer, and other office bearers of the Advocates Association, Bengaluru. The President, All India Women's Lawyers Federation, Karnataka, Registrar General, and all the registrars of 3 benches, learned senior designated counsels, Sri Venkatesh Naik, Principal Law Secretary, Government of Karnataka, Ramchandra D. Huddar, Director, Karnataka Judicial Academy, Bengaluru, learned judicial officers, learned senior counsels, and esteemed members of legal fraternity, Srimati B.N. Sujata, President of Karnataka State Judicial Officers Association, and office bearers, my family members, friends, and well-wishers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely acknowledge with gratitude the kind words showered on me by the Chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council. I deem it my privilege to remember the contributions of my parents, family members, teachers, friends, and all those who have shaped and guided me in my career. I also thank all my batchmates who have encouraged and supported me during my judicial career. My father, late Sri Bhimsen Raghavendra Katti, would have been happiest person in the world if he was to be with us on this momentous occasion. We lost him in 2002. My father was a source of inspiration to me throughout my career. The principles and strict discipline maintained throughout his life are guiding factors in my judicial career. However, I believe that he is blessing me from the other world, and I seek his blessings. I place my gratitude towards Raja Lakshmangowda Law College, Belgavi, where I completed my LLB in 1986. The teaching and non-teaching staff there were my earliest guideline in the alien legal world. On completion of my law course in the year 1986, I joined the chambers of Sri M.D. Sheikh, renowned advocate of Belgavi, who reposed utmost confidence in me and entrusted briefs to independently represent in the court. The timely, able guidance of my beloved senior and the senior colleagues in the office has helped me a lot in shaping my career as an advocate and as a judicial officer. In the beginning of my career as a judicial officer, I was ably guided by my senior colleague, Sri R.M. Vaidya, who was then civil judge at Chirsi, and other senior judicial officers with whom I had an occasion to work. The legal discussion and sharing of latest position of law has helped me a lot in building my career as judicial officer. I am extremely grateful to the then Honorable Chief Justice Sri Rituraj Awasthi, Honorable Acting Chief Justice Alok Arade, and Srimati S. Sujata, who are part of the collegium of this High Court, for having reposed confidence in me and recommending my name for elevation. Honorable Justice Sri Abhay Srinivas Oka, Judge Supreme Court of India, who was then Honorable Chief Justice of Honorable High Court of Karnataka, Bengaluru, and Honorable Justice Srimati B.V. Nagaratna, Judge Supreme Court of India, have both guided and all along showered me with affection throughout my tenure as Principal City Civil and Session Judge, Bengaluru, especially during the peak and testing days of COVID-19 pandemic. The then Administrative Judge, Honorable Justice Srimati B.V. Nagaratna, has ably guided me on protocol issues and in attending the administrative matters which were supposed to be reported to the Honorable High Court of Karnataka. My heartfelt gratitude to both of them. I sincerely place on record my gratitude to the Honorable Judges of the Collegium of Honorable Supreme Court for having reposed confidence in me, and I am extremely grateful and indebted to them. I cannot forget the contribution and able mentorship of my respected Honorable Administrative Judges. I sincerely thank Honorable Justice B. Veerappa, Honorable Justice Srimati K.S. Mudugal, Honorable Justice Sri Muhammad Nawaz, and Honorable Justice N.K. Sudhindra Rao, who were my administrative judges at Bagalkot district. I also sincerely thank the administrative judges of City Civil Court Unit, Honorable former Chief Justice Sri Rituraj Awasthi. I also equally remember the administrative judges of CMM Unit, Honorable Justice G. Narendra and Honorable Justice Sri P.S. Dinesh Kumar, Honorable Justice Sri V. Srishananda has always blessed and advised me at appropriate time. In my considered opinion, without all their active cooperation and able support, I would not have achieved this feat, and I seek the blessings of all the honorable judges. I am equally grateful to Honorable Justice S. Abdul Nazir and Honorable Sri Justice A.S. Bopanna, judges of Supreme Court of India, who have always encouraged and guided me with their gentle words and supported me in shaping my judicial career. I am grateful to former judges of this Honorable Justice Sri A.V. Chandrasekhar, Honorable Justice Ashok Inchigeri, Honorable Justice R.V. Budihar, Honorable Justice B.S. Patil, Justice Sri Arvind Kumar, the present Chief Justice of Honorable Gujarat High Court, and Honorable Justice S. Pachapure for their immense contribution towards my judicial career. I have got immense cooperation from bar members, judicial officers, and staff of various districts and taluka places wherein I have served, and I am grateful to all of them. The time spent by me with senior lawyers and advocate friends at Belgavi during my practicing days is unforgettable. I am greatly indebted to Belgavi Bar Association. I sincerely thank Sri A.P. Ranganath, the former President, Shivamurthy, Vice President, and Treasurer Gangadaraya of Advocates Association Bengaluru, and their team in coordinating with me and the staff of Registry of City Civil Court during pandemic COVID-19 in implementing the SOP issued by the Honorable High Court of Karnataka from time to time. I cannot also equally forget the services of the Registrar of City Civil Court, Nagaraj Ankasdoddi, and his entire team of deputy registrars and staff in successfully handling the crucial situation of pandemic COVID-19 and also in smooth functioning of the court through virtual and physical mode. I am also indebted to all my staff, stenographers, judgment writers in extending their cooperation in discharge of my official duty at the places wherever I have worked. I am fortunate enough to have the gracious presence of my beloved mother, Srimati Usha Katti, to bless me on this momentous occasion. My wife, Srimati Anjali, has all along stood with me in my long journey, and she has taken care of my family and supported in all my endeavors, especially in the hard times during my career as an advocate. She has taken care of my parents and children during my hectic busy schedule, which made me comfortable in discharging my duties as a judicial officer. My elder son Akshay Katti, who is practicing advocate at Dharwad High Court, and younger son Karthik, gainfully employed in a software company, have all along stood with me, and by understanding my position and dignity of office, never demanded any comforts. I am blessed to have such a beautiful family. My younger brother Sri Ravi Katti, who is a practicing advocate at Belgavi, and his wife Srimati Rashmi Katti, so also their son Rishikesh Katti, and my sister Rupa Deshpande were also kind enough to support me all throughout. On this joyous occasion, the enormity of responsibility on my shoulders is not lost upon me. While accepting this immense responsibility with utmost humility, I once again commit myself to the cause of justice to all with compassion and empathy. I request cooperation from the members of the bar, which is the bedrock of any judicial system, so that I am able to fulfill my duties toward this highest office to the best of my ability. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
My Lord, Honorable Sri Justice Alok Arade, the Acting Chief Justice, Honorable Judges of High Court of Karnataka, Sri M.B. Nargund, Additional Solicitor General, Sri Prabhulinga K. Naudagi, Advocate General, Sri Shanti Bhushan H. Assistant Solicitor General, Learned Additional Advocates Generals R. Subramanya, Srimati Vidyavati, Kottur Shetter, Prasanna Deshpande, Dhyan Chinnappa, Arun Shyam, Y.H. Vijayakumar, Sri Motakpalli Kashinath, the Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, the Chandramouli B.R., Vice Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, Kiran S. Jawli, State Public Prosecutor, Vivek Subbareddy, President and other office bearers of Bar Association, Bengaluru, the President, All India Women Lawyers Federation, Karnataka, Learned Senior Designated Councils, Learned Registrar General and other Learned Registrars of the High Court and staff members of the High Court, members Bar Council of India, Learned Judicial Officers present here and also who are watching this webcast, President Srimati B.N. Sujata and other office bearers of Judicial Officers Association, learned members and legal fraternity present here and also who are watching the program on the webcast. Respected ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely thank Mr. Chairman State Bar Council for his warm welcome. At the outset, I am very grateful to the Almighty and elders who showered their choicest blessings on me to reach this position, and to everyone who has been part of my life and part of this journey. Every drop in the ocean counts, and I would never forget those who helped me sail through troubled waters. I deem it my privilege to remember the contribution of my family, friends, teachers, and all those who have shaped my career as a lawyer and inspired me to raise my sights to become a judge. I can recall my father, late Sri Gaudarji Gursiddaya, persuading me to continue my career as an advocate, but the providence decreed otherwise. My father inculcated in me the values preached by Mahatma Gandhi, Bhakti Bandari Basavanna, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Swami Vivekananda, and also shared stories of many other great personalities. He also taught the value of having ethics, honesty, and integrity in my life. My mother, late Srimati R. Katyayanamma, who always wished to see my elevation as High Court judge till her last breath, and my uncle, late G. Rashekraya, who sacrificed his life for me in many ways, are my role models and source of inspiration to me. I wish they were present amid this august assembly to bless me and I could catch their glimpse. After finishing my law graduate, as per the wishes of my father, I joined the reputed office his friend, late Sri Abdul Rahim at Chitradurga. He treated me like his own son and molded me to come up in the legal profession with utmost discipline. Other senior colleagues of the office encouraged me and guided me throughout the profession. I express my special gratitude to the then Chief Justice of Karnataka, Honorable Sri Justice S.P. Mujumdar, and the Municipal Selection Committee of this Honorable High Court, headed by Honorable Sri Justice M. Ramakrishna, late Abdul, Honorable Sri Justice S.A. Hakim, Honorable Sri Justice Yuvraj V. Patil, late Honorable Sri Justice D.P. Hiremat, late Honorable Sri Justice Jagannath Hegde, who reposed confidence in me and selected me as Munsif in the year 1993. I am deeply indebted to the then Chairman of the Munsif Training Institute, Honorable Sri Justice Rajendra Babu, and then in charge Director, Honorable Sri Justice Patri Vasangaud, for mentoring me to grow and progress in judicial career. I pay my gratitude to Honorable Sri Justice Rituraj Avaste, Honorable Sri Justice Alok Karade, and Honorable Justice S. Sujata, constituting the Collegium, for my elevation to the High Court of Karnataka. I am deeply beholden to their lordships, Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana, the Chief Justice of India, Honorable Chief Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, and Honorable Sri Justice A.M. Kanvilkar, the Honorable Judges of Supreme Court, for accepting the recommendation made by the Collegium of this Honorable High Court. I would like to express my sense of obligation of their lordships, Honorable Sri Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, Honorable Sri Justice R.V. Ravindran, Honorable Sri Justice H.L. Dattu, Honorable Sri Justice V. Gopal Gaud, late Justice Mohan M. Shantan Gaudar, Honorable Sri Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Honorable Sri Justice Dinesh Maheshwari, Honorable Sri Justice Ajit Kutaria Somaya Bopanna, Honorable Sri Justice Abhay Srinivas Oak, and Honorable Srimati Justice B. Nagaratna, for their valuable guidance, which has strengthened my abilities to render justice. I am obliged to their lordships, Honorable Sri Justice B. Veerappa, Honorable Justice G. Narendra, Honorable Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar, Honorable Justice K. Somshekar, Honorable Srimati Justice K.S. Mudugal, Honorable Justice Krishna S. Dikshit, for their unstinted support. I am thankful to Honorable Sri Justice N.Y. Hanumantappa, Honorable Srimati Justice Manjula Chellur, Honorable Sri Justice L. Narayana Swamy, Honorable Justice Venkateshamurthy, Honorable Justice H.N. Narayan, Honorable Sri Subhash Adi, Honorable Justice Keshav Narayan, Honorable Justice A.S. Pachapure, Honorable Justice N.K. Patil, Honorable Justice B.S. Patil, B.A. Patil, Honorable Justice Ashok S. Nijgadnavar, Honorable Justice S.G. Pandit, Honorable Justice R. Devdas, Honorable Justice Sunil Dutt Yadav, Honorable Justice H.P. Sandesh, and Honorable Justice E.S. Indresh, for their insightful judicial thoughts, which has made remarkable impact in my journey as judge. During my judicial service, I have received commendable cooperation from the bar members, judicial officers, and staff of the district of Mysore, Karwar, Davangere, Bagalkot, Bengaluru, Belagavi, Chamarajnagara, and the State Legal Service Authority of Karnataka. While I was extending my duty as a member secretary to the Karnataka State Legal Service Authority, Honorable Sri Justice Abhay Srinivas Oak, the then Chief Justice and Patron-in-Chief of KSLSA, Honorable Mr. Justice Ravi V. Malimat, Honorable Justice Arvind Kumar, the then Executive Chairman of KSLSA, guided me during the crucial COVID-19 pandemic to meet the emergencies of the needy. Honorable Sri Justice R.V. Ravindran, Honorable Justice H.L. Dattu, Honorable Justice Chidananda Ullal, Honorable Justice Chandrasekharaya, Honorable Justice M.S. Rajendra Prasad, Honorable Justice K. Ramanna, Honorable Justice S.B. Majige, Honorable Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Honorable Justice H. Billappa, Honorable Srimati Justice Ratnakala, Honorable Justice N. Kumar, Honorable Justice K. L. Manjunath, and then Honorable Chief Justice Subro Kamal Mukherjee, Honorable Justice K. Sridhar Rao, Honorable Justice K. N. Panindra, Honorable Justice K. Natarajan, Honorable Sri Justice B. M. Sham Prasad, who are administrative judges of the districts where I served as a judge, in all the cadres, and their lordships have guided me both on administrative and judicial side to enable me to function effectively. Being a farmer's son hailing from a remote village where rain plays with the leaves of the farmer, and being a member of the family in dire consequences, I was assisted and supported my beloved sisters, Srimati G. Vasant Kumari, Srimati G. Kasturi, Srimati G. Saraswati, and Srimati G. Jayashri to complete my education. As saying goes, marriage are made in heaven. My marriage with Srimati Rupa KR gave a new meaning to my life. My daughter Pranati Patel GB, who is pursuing law, and my son Jaydeep Patel GB, who is studying in MBBS, have made my life complete. They have stood like a rock in my difficult times and have always been my strength. I am also thankful to my father-in-law, K.R. Revan Siddhappa, advocate and government leader, mother-in-law, Srimati K.G. Gauramma, and brothers-in-law, K.R. Rajshekar and K.R. Prasanna for their love and affection. I will strive hard and put my honest endeavor to serve in this institution with devotion and with my full strength and to the best of my ability. I seek guidance, cooperation, and support from the Bar Association in discharging my duty. I pray God to bestow the strength on me to discharge the divine functions of dispensation of justice with all the humbleness and devotion to serve this institution to the best of my ability. I seek cooperation from all the stakeholders in discharge my duty. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Namaste.
My Lord Honorable Sri Justice Alok Karade, Acting Chief Justice, High Court of Karnataka, Honorable Judges of the High Court of Karnataka, Sri M.B. Nargund, Additional Solicitor General, Sri Prabhulinga K. Navadgi, Advocate General, Sri Shanti Bhushan, Assistant Solicitor General, Learned Additional Advocate Generals, Sri Subramanya, Srimati Vidyavati Kuttushettar, Sri Prasanna Deshpande, Sri Janchinappa, Arun Sham, and Sri Vijay Kumar, Sri Motakpalli Kashinath, the Chairman of the Karnataka State Bar Council, Sri Chandramouli B.R., Vice Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, Sri Kiran S. Javadi, State Public Hospital, Sri Vivek Subbareddy, President, and Sri T.G. Ravi, Secretary, and other office bearers of Advocates Association, Bengaluru, the President, All India Women's Lawyers Federation, Learned Registrar General, other Learned Registrars of High Court of Karnataka, and staff members of the High Court, members of the Bar Senior Designated Councils, ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely acknowledge with gratitude the kind words spoken about me by the Chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council. I take this conferment as an occasion wherein I have been called to shoulder greater responsibilities. I take this opportunity to traverse the memory lane which shaped my career as I am today. I deem that this occasion is a privilege for me to remember the path shown by the elders, gurus, the well-wishers, and my family members. Many of my elders, gurus have gathered virtually or physically, and it would make me more responsible to the duty which I have to perform. My first guru in the legal field was none else than my father, M.P. Joshi, who was my senior in the profession. In fact, the professional ethics and the conduct were absorbed by me even during my childhood, when I used to follow him to the courts at Hon'ble during my holidays. And when he used to take up the brief from a client who could not pay a single penny. His compassion for the needy, though it was difficult in those days to make a living without any support by other means, prepared me for life. My mother also encouraged me in my various endeavors while taking up the profession. I bow down to my mother, who is present virtually. I would be failing in my duty if I do not remember my teachers who shaped my career during my school at Government School number 2 in Hon'ble. I found great teachers in the Lamington High School at Hon'ble, where I studied. They were visionaries who inspired me. In fact, one of my teachers in the secondary school is still adorning a respectable position. Likewise, professors of P.C. Javin Science College, Hon'ble, where were the cause for achieving the milestones in my career, not only in the studies, but also in the social activities. They were my role models, and while pursuing studies in law at JSS Sakri Law College, Hon'ble, my professors were again role models to prevail on ethics, though they belong to different ideologies. My alma mater is not only the institutions and the teachers therein, but also the gurus, friends in other walks of life, especially the social activities, who guided me and taught me to bring along and include everyone in the society. It is they who shaped me to have a larger goals of the social responsibility. It is they who inspired me of the life skills and imbibed me with the ideas of this nation. They helped me in becoming the prudent citizen of this country. I fondly remember one of my gurus saying that a teacher is not only the one who teaches, makes one to learn, but also one who inspires to contribute and dedicate oneself to the great nation. The pursuit for the excellence inspired me and one of my friends to learn something which is not taught in the schools and colleges. We organized several programs for personality development, and in the pursuit of learning, we also grew. I am happy that he is now the Vice Chancellor of a university. I also remember my friends who have stood by me during thick and thin, and some of them are educationists, social workers, achievers of accolades from various fora. Few of them are adorning the constitutional posts. Some of them are saints and the saint-like. I fondly remember all my elders, friends, well-wishers who have supported me for my growth in my life. Of course, my family, comprising of my mother, wife, daughters, 2 sisters, my co-sisters, cousins, was equally supportive all these days. The colossal knowledge of my grandfather, Parmeshwar Joshi, who was an anonymous freedom fighter in the garb of an astrologer, showered me with a sense of duty to the nation. While joining service in the year 1995, my family supported me, and I was little worried whether I would be a suitable person for this service. But with the blessing of my parents and all my family members and friends, it seems I proved to be a good judge. While I attended to the call of the duty, my family, especially my wife, withstood the brunt of the inconvenience of the transfers. I fondly acknowledge the role of my better half, who stood with me in difficult times and managed the family. She has sacrificed her lucrative career as an engineer lecturer and shouldered the burden of the family and allowed me to discharge my duty. My late mother-in-law, Srimati Indrabai, was with me in my family in difficult times. My 2 brothers-in-law and 3 co-brothers are also no less to my own brothers in coming to my help and support. I would be failing in my duty if I do not remember the great judges who have inspired me during my career. My passion for the technology brought me to the High Court in the year 2009. It gave me a new exposure and understanding of this institution better. I had the occasion to work under the guidance of 5 Honorable Chief Justices of this court and more than 4 chairpersons of the Computer and Technology Committees, while I tried to bring the technology into the judiciary. I feel proud when I see the advocates and the litigants using the technology deliverables on the go on their mobiles. The chairman of the Computer and Technology Committees of the High Court were equally supportive. Their support led to preparing a report on the judicial process re-engineering, which the Honorable Chairman of the Bar Council referred to, the JPR, in 2014, along with my colleagues, which was the first in the country at that time. The Honorable Administrative Judges of the districts where I worked as a Principal District Judge were also kind enough to support me in whatever the endeavors which I took up. I remember all those judges who have stood with me in all the endeavors in the pursuit for enhancement of the judicial infrastructure, inspiring the district judiciary for the excellence, training the judicial staff and the judicial fraternity in general. All these have definitely improved my skills, honed my abilities, and go forward in achieving the best. I have believed that the collective effectiveness is more important for the institution rather than the individual excellence. I am beholden to the collegiums of the Honorable High Court of Karnataka as well as the Honorable Apex Court for having considered me as an even better judge with shouldering additional responsibility on me. I thank the Honorable former Chief Justices, Sri Abhay Srinivaso, presently Judge of the Supreme Court, for initiating my elevation. And Honorable Sri Justice Rituraj Avasti, the then Chief Justice, Honorable Sri Justice Alok Arade, the presently acting Chief Justice of the High Court of Karnataka, and Honorable Srimati Justice S.S. Sujata, former judge of this court, who found me fit to shoulder the higher responsibility. I also thank Honorable judges in the Supreme Court of India, Honorable Justice Sri Abdul Raji, Honorable Srimati Justice D.V. Nagaratna, Honorable Sri Justice S. Bopanna, who were also instrumental in my elevation. I also profusely thank the judges in the Collegium of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice N.V. Ramana, Honorable Sri Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, and Honorable Sri Justice M. Khanvilkar. All of them were in some part of my life, were in the computers and technology committees. I humbly beseech the valuable guidance of the Honorable Senior Judges, Sisters and Brother Judges, and all the members of the judicial fraternity in order to discharge the onerous task and responsibilities as a judge of this Honorable High Court. Promptly and true to the conscience of and best of my ability. All my endeavors would be to live up to your expectations and true to the confidence reposed in me by legal fraternity. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Honorable sister and brother judges of this court, sitting at Bengaluru, Dharwad and Kalburgi, Sri Motakpalli Kashinath, Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, Sri M.B. Nargund, Learned Additional Solicitor General, Sri Prabhulinga Lavadagi, Learned Advocate General, Sri Shanti Bhushan H, Learned Assistant Solicitor General, Learned Additional Advocate Generals of Karnataka, Learned Government Advocates, Office Bearers and Learned Members of the Karnataka State Bar Council, Learned Members of the Bar Council of India, Sri Kiran S. Javli and Sri Hegde, Learned State Public Prosecutors, Sri Vivek Subba Reddy, President of Advocates Association, Bengaluru, Office Bearers and Learned Members of the Advocates Association, Bengaluru, the President, Office Bearers and Learned Members of the All India Women's Lawyers Federation, Karnataka, Learned Registrar General and Learned Registrars and Additional Registrars of High Court of Karnataka, the President and Office Bearers of the Judicial Officers Association, Learned Judicial Officers of Karnataka, Learned Senior Advocates and Learned Members of the Bar, staff of the High Court of Karnataka, staff members of the District Judiciary, family members of the judges, friends and from media, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the Chairman of Karnataka State Bar Council for his warm welcome and kind words. As said in this sloka from the Bhagavad Gita, I quote, Karmanye vadikaraste mapaleshu kadachanaha ma karma palahetur bhu mate sangosva karmani, which means believe in yourself and do your karma. Leave the result to the God. This I have followed. Today, it is a God's blessing that I am entering this great and exalted institute where many honorable judges have left their footprints. This will always be a reminder of the onerous responsibility I need to shoulder. This is a joyous occasion at the same time, a day of rededication to the noble cause of dispensation of the justice. On this occasion, I take this opportunity to thank all those who have contributed in some way or the other in shaping my career. In fact, there is a long list of names, but due to time constraints, I am not able to name each and every one. I am deeply indebted to Honorable Mr. Justice Abhay Srinivaso, the then Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Karnataka and presently Judge of Honorable Supreme Court of India for initiating this process of recommendation for elevation. I am immensely grateful and sincerely thank His Lordship for all his guidance, support, and encouragement to discharging my duties as Principal District Judges in the Chikmagaluru and Dharwad district. I deeply grateful to my Lords Honorable Mr. Justice Ritu Javasti, former Chief Justice of Karnataka, Honorable Srimati Justice S. Sujata, former Judge of this Court, and Honorable Mr. Justice Alok Arade, Honorable Acting Chief Justice, the judges, Honorable Judges of the Collegium for having reposed confidence in me and recommending my name for elevation as Judge of this Court. I sincerely express my gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice N.V. Ramana, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Mr. Justice U.U. Lalit, and Honorable Mr. Justice A.M. Kanvilkar, the Honorable Judges of Collegium of Honorable Supreme Court of India for recommending my name for elevation as Judge of this Court. My deepest gratitude to Honorable Mr. Justice S. Abdul Najib, Honorable Mr. Justice S. Bopanna, and Honorable Srimati Justice V.V. Nagaratna, the judges of Honorable Supreme Court of India, for considering me worthy of this position. My special thanks to Honorable Mr. Justice Mohan S. Jantanagowda, the then Judge of the Supreme Court, Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kumar, former Judge of the High Court of Karnataka, and Honorable Mr. Justice Arvind Kumar, the then Judge of the High Court of Karnataka and presently Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Gujarat, for their Lordship's able guidance and support in my judicial voyage. I am grateful to all the Honorable Administrative Judges of the district wherever I served during my tenure as Judge of the District Judiciary for their able guidance in discharging my duties. I am also grateful to all the former and present Honorable Judges of this court for their support. I also seek guidance and cooperation of sister and brother judges to serve in this great institution. My special salutation to my parents, my mother late Srimati Girijamma and father late Sri H. Manjunath Adiga, who instilled in me good values and virtues. Their good upbringing helped me in the journey of my life and to reach this position. Today, I am not fortunate enough to have them on this momentous occasion. However, I believe that they are blessing me from heaven and go down to them and seek their blessings. My father encouraged me to join the legal profession so that I could serve the society in dispensation of justice and help the poor litigants. That thought inspired me to become an advocate. My brother, sisters, my brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws have always been supportive throughout, and I seek their blessings and support and special thanks to them. I am also thankful to my parents-in-law, late Sri T. Ramachandra Maya and Srimati Bharati Maya, for their support and faith in me. I seek their blessings. My wife, Suprabha, who gave up her career as a microbiologist, chose the family and has been wholeheartedly supporting me in all circumstances. I am blessed with a loving and affectionate daughter, Kumari Nidhi, who is studying in junior college. I also thank all the members of my family for their continuous support. My family is my strength. I thank them all. At this moment, I recollect with the highest gratitude all my teachers and lecturers who were responsible for molding and guiding me to reach this significant milestone. I started my practice as an advocate at Gadag in the office of legal luminary late Sri D.B. Godkindi, who was my mentor, guide, and philosopher. I will always be indebted to him and express my sincere gratitude to him. I thank all the members of the Gadag Bar Association who have guided and assisted me and encouraged me in my practice. My special thanks to late Sri P.S. Mensinkai advocate who persuaded me to join the judiciary. During my long span of about 27 years of the judicial service in district judiciary, I have received good cooperation and help from my fellow judicial officers, members of the bar, and court staff at all the places and in all the capacities I have worked. I thank them all. This is a prestigious bar association known for many of its legal luminaries. I look forward for the cooperation and assistance from the learned members of the bar, and I assure that I will earnestly strive to live up to the expectations of the members of the bar and I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and will remain true to the conscience within me. Before concluding, I quote the legal quotes of Benjamin Cardoza that the final cause of law is the welfare of the society. I pray God to guide me such that justice will prevail always over my court. Thank you, one and all. Thank you. Take it.
My Lord Honorable Acting Chief Justice, my Lords Honorable Judges of this court, Shri Prabhu K. Navadgi, Learned Advocate General, Shri M.V. Nargund, Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Karnataka, Learned Additional Advocate General, Shri Kiran S. Jolly, Learned State Public Prosecutor, Learned Additional Public Prosecutors, Learned Government Advocates, and Learned Law Officers of the Government, Shri Shanti Bhushan H., Learned Assistant Solicitor General of India, and other government, central government advocates. Shri Mothupalli Kashinath, Honorable Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, and learned members of the State Bar Council. Shri Vivek Subbareddy, President, Shri T.G. Ravi, General Secretary, Shri M.P. Harish, Treasurer, and other office bearers of the Advocates Association, Bengaluru. Learned Registrar General, learned registrars and officers of the Registry of this court. My esteemed judicial officer, learned senior advocates, learned members of the bar, and my affectionate junior advocates, ladies and gentlemen. I thank the learned chairman of the Karnataka State Bar Council for the kind words spoken about me and the good wishes showered on me. At the outset, I take this opportunity to express my gratitude and respect to Almighty on my elevation as a judge of the High Court of Karnataka. On this occasion, I pay my heartfelt respect to all and also gratitude to my Lords, Honorable Sri Justice N. Ramana, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Honorable Sri Justice Uday Umesh Dalli, Judge, Supreme Court of India and Executive Chairman Nalsa, and Honorable Sri Justice A.M. Kanvilkar, Supreme Court of India, as members of the Supreme Court Collegium, for approving my name for elevation as judge of this court. I express my deep sense of gratitude to Honorable Sri Justice Rituraj Avasthi, former Chief Justice of this court, Honorable Sri Justice Alok Karade, Honorable Acting Chief Justice of this court, and Honorable Sri Justice S. Sujata, former Judge of this court, as members of Karnataka High Court Collegium, for having reposed confidence in me and to recommend my name to this coveted post. I remember with gratitude the guidance and encouragement received from Honorable Sri Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, Honorable Sri Justice S. Abdul Nazir, Honorable Sri Justice Dinesh Maheshwari, Honorable Sri Justice A.S. Popana, Honorable Sri Justice Abhay Srinivas Voka, and Honorable Srimati Justice Devi Nagaratna, Honorable Supreme Court Judges, and I remember late Honorable Sri Justice Mohan Shantangaud. I was fortunate to have the guidance of Honorable Sri Justice Ravi Madimat, Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh High Court, Honorable Sri Justice Satish Chandra Sharma, Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, and Honorable Sri Justice Arvind Kumar, Chief Justice of Gujarat High Court. I express my deep sense of gratitude to them. Honorable Sri Justice B. Veerappa, Honorable Sri Justice J. Narendra, and Honorable Sri Justice P.S. Dinesh Kumar are the guiding spirit for me since 2015. I express my gratitude to them. I served this institution in the registry under the guidance of the former Chief Justices of Karnataka High Court, Honorable Sri Justice P.H. Vagela, Honorable Sri Justice S.K. Mukherjee, and former Acting Chief Justices of Karnataka High Court, Honorable Sri Justice H.C. Ramesh, and Honorable Sri Justice L. Narayan. My heartfelt thanks to them for the opportunity. I was privileged to have the blessings of late Honorable Sri Justice K.L. Manjunath, who provided me an opportunity to serve as a Secretary of High Court Legal Services Committee in the year 2009. I remember him with great respect. I thank Honorable Sri Justice Rammohan Reddy, who is my IT guru, as Chairman of Computer Committee. Under his guidance, we were able to achieve and implement the courts project of Honorable Supreme Court of India as Central Project Coordinator between 2014 to 16. It has been my endeavor to express my deep sense of gratitude to Honorable Sri Justice M.N. Venkatachalaya, Bhishma Pitama of Indian Judiciary, Honorable Sri Justice R.V. Ravindra, Honorable Sri Justice Shivaji V. Patil, Honorable Sri Justice V. Gopal Goda, former Judges of the Supreme Court of India, and Honorable Sri Justice K.S. Swamy, former Chief Justice of Madras High Court, Honorable Sri Justice A.J. Sadashiva, Honorable Sri Justice B.N. Mallikarjuna, Honorable Sri Justice Chandrasekharaya, Honorable Sri Justice B. Shailendra Kumar,
Honorable Sri Justice K. Sridhar, Honorable Sri Justice N. Kumar, Honorable Sri Justice N. K. Patil, and Honorable Sri Justice S. Kempana, Honorable Sri Justice Dr. Bhattavasala, and Honorable Sri Justice C.R. Kumar Swamy, and Sri Justice N. Venugopal Goda, Honorable Sri Justice H.V.G. Ramesh, Honorable Sri Justice A.V. Chandrasekhar, former judges of this court and other honorable former judges whom I have received guidance to shape up my career as a judicial officer. I had the great opportunity to work in the Register of the High Court in different capacities such as a Secretary to High Court Legal Services Committee, Central Project Coordinator Computers, Registrar Computers, In-charge Registrar Administration, In-charge Registrar Review and Statistics, Secretary to the Honorable Chief Justice of India, finally as a Registrar General, which gave me an exposure to all the facets of administration and it enabled me to serve the institution more effectively to bring the administrative reforms by implementing IT reforms. I would like to remember the support given to me by the learned registrars and staff during my tenure in the High Court Registry. During my tenure as a registrar computer when the pandemic of COVID struck, we were fortunate to have the able leadership of the then Honorable Chief Justice and present Judge of the Supreme Court of India, Honorable Sri Justice who worked relentlessly to see that the access to justice was kept going. By introducing virtual hearing, we were able to see that litigants had access to justice even during the period of lockdown. The said initiative was a great success, and today Karnataka judged as #1 in the country for conducting the virtual court hearings. I am failing in my duties if I do not remember the support given to me by Professor Devabrata Das, Director of IIITB Bengaluru, Professor Muralidharan of Indian Institute of Science Bengaluru, Professor Chandrasekhar IITB Bengaluru, and Srimati Jayanti SIO NIC Bengaluru, who are my technical experts. It is also my duty to remember Sri ISN Prasad, IAS Additional Chief Secretary Finance, Government of Karnataka, who has encouraged and supported me to take up the several IT initiatives in the High Court of Karnataka, assuring financial approval from the government. It would be a tough job for a son of an illiterate agriculturist. He studied in the government Kada medium school from a village named Talakadu, situated in the river bank of Kaveri, to break the odds and to reach this position. It happened only because of hard work, dedication, and blessings of all my well-wishers, friends, relatives, and gurus. On this occasion, I consider it proper and also my duty to remember and express with great reverence the esteemed respect to my beloved parents, Sri Girigoda and Srimati Bhagiratana, but for whose affection, dedication, and vision, which have played a pivotal role in molding my overall personality and to shape my career, which would not have been possible in the absence of the same. Mr. Chairman, it is my father who taught me the culture of hard work, from which one can expect the great result which I am reaping now. It is my mother who inculcated me the qualities of honesty, integrity, and devotion to duty, with commitment which led me to reach this position. My elder sister, Sri Sulakshma, and Srimati T.G. Sulochana, and also my elder brother, T.G. Pandanga, are the source of inspiration for me. My brother-in-law, Sri T.S. Ramakrishna, is the one who seeded me the word challenge, which inspired me to achieve something in life which one can recognize, appreciate. I am ever grateful to them. I commenced my career as an advocate at Srirangpatna of Mandya district in the chambers of my beloved senior Sri M. Putegoda in the year 1989, who is present here. My senior has been responsible for building my career as an advocate. He has been a guiding spirit. His nobility, humility, and dedication to the profession added an indelible impact on me to build my professional career and to shape myself as a human being in truthful and honest path. And I extend my heartfelt respect to my senior and his family members on this auspicious occasion. The members of the bar from Srirangpatna and Mandya were kind enough to encourage and imbibe in confidence in me during my early period of advocacy. I thank them for the bottom of my heart. During my 27.5 years of judicial service as a civil judge, senior civil judge, and district judge, I have served at Karkala, Chikballapura, Maddur, Kalburgi, Hassan, Bengaluru, Puttur, Mangaluru, Davangere, and Karwara, at which places the learned members of the bar and the staff have shown a lot of action and extended fullest cooperation in discharge of my judicial functions. I express my gratitude to them. Mr. Chairman, my profession of advocacy is not only lucrative for me. When I commenced to practice in the year 1989, my proposal for marriage was rejected by many parents of girls as I had no assured income at that juncture. My mother-in-law, Srimati S. Shardama, was kind enough to come forward to give her daughter to me in marriage in the year 1990. I express my gratitude to her. Last but not the least, I express my gratitude to my beloved wife, Srimati M.S. Veravati. It is she who inspired confidence on me to take up the judicial service. She has sacrificed her professional career and took her entire responsibility of family and children. I also express my gratitude to my two angel daughters, Dr. Sana S. Shankar and Spurti S. Shankar, who always treated me with love and affection. Recent addition to my family is my lovely son-in-law, Dr. Shivraj Gowda. I thank you for joining our family. Mr. Chairman, you have spoken very kind words about me. I have experienced the value of life and livelihoods of those litigants who enter the court. With guidance of my lords and with cooperation from the learned members of the bar, let me try to use my good learning, experience, wisdom over the years and live up to the expectations with larger responsibility and humility. I will be always faithful to my oath of office and seek cooperation from learned members of the bar in discharging the duties. Sarvo Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. I thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.
As directed by Honorable Acting Chief Justice, the rules at the principal bench and benches at Harvard and Bengaluru commence at 11:40.